Really excited because I haven't filmed a self-care or a glow up video in a while. I actually haven't done any self-care off camera basically since I did my last self-care video, and I feel like a snake that needs to shed its skin off. It just makes me feel more fresh. It's very therapeutic for me. I like to get a bunch of self-care and stuff done in like 24 hours. I like to speed run it so that I'm high maintenance for that one like 24 hours and then I'm low maintenance for like a while. Always keep in the back of your mind when I post these self-care glow videos that I don't do this stuff for like 3 to 6 months at once, and it's very extreme. The difference between today's self-care glow video and my other ones is I'm specifically not going out to buy anything. I'm not getting any appointments like a hair appointment. I'm doing everything at home with the stuff that I already have at home, so I'm not buying anything new. And I'm actually currently doing this thing I basically did my entire life, and most people do, but people named it the hitting the pan movement. If you have a favorite shampoo that you're just rebuying, and rebuying, but say you have 1 or 2 bottles of shampoo under your sink that you don't really like that much, but it's usable and there's nothing wrong with it. This hitting the pan thing is basically saying you can't buy another shampoo until all of the shampoo in your house is used. I used to do this a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, the last few years with getting PR and just buying stuff for videos, it's gotten out of hand where I have like 20 bottles of shampoo in the house and then I'm going and buying a super expensive one. Let's be real, shampoo isn't all that different. I have not bought any kind of like self-care product. I have not bought any of my refills in the year of 2025, and it is March 31st. Very different for me than other people because I have a lot of PR that's sent to me, and a lot of the stuff that is sent to me though I don't use and I put in my storage unit for giveaways or giving it to women's shelters. I'm trying to be less wasteful with the stuff that I have. When you watch glow up and self-care videos, it seems very overconsumption. You're using like a bajillion products, and you know, it can seem very extreme. I'm not defending the fact that it's overconsumption. It definitely is. A lot of the products that I have bought for the self-care videos, I have only ever bought once, and I only use them for these like 24-hour self-care days. But since I only film, or just if I don't film them and I do them on my own, do them every 3 to 6 months, they last a really long time. This is our before. Okay, I woke up and I haven't done anything except put this headband on. My hair just needs some help. Okay, my skin is clear and has been clear for quite some time now, just with consistently using tretinoin, exfoliating when I need to, but when I stop doing my skincare routine, my face does break out. I've just been like really good with it recently, but I am having some issues with my pores where they are just sebaceous filaments or whatever, those like little dots on your nose and chin and stuff are just getting so full of stuff, and we're gonna be kind of scraping everything out of my skin. Brows, lashes, body care, the everything shower, and of course our nails. It is springtime, and literally in the last video I talked about how I'm not the biggest fan of spring nails just because I don't really like a lot of the flowery nails on myself. So I was like, what can I put on my nails that's kind of springy? And I've been seeing these 3D fruit nails and I have been so obsessed. I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to work with some isolated chrome as well, and I actually did film an entire video on them. That will probably be up right before this or right after this. This nail video is a little different too because it is me doing my nails in real time. So it is like a 2+ hour long video. So you guys will be able to see how long it takes me to do each step, so then you guys don't feel insecure for doing your nails for a really long time. So nails, check. I also wanted to give myself a pedicure, and I also filmed a video on this because it's a very requested video. You guys see? They look so good. I gave myself a full salon quality pedicure. Don't judge my toes. This is the before and this is the after. Okay, yeah, there's a big difference there, and this alone just made me feel so much more put together. And I made them match my nails. So cute. One thing I like to do when I film these videos is kind of list everything out in the order that I want to do them. If you have an event to go to, if you're a guest at a wedding, or if you just want to take a good 24 hours to 2 days of giving yourself like a pamper day, I definitely suggest to make a list of all the stuff and figure out what order you want everything to go in. So first, I like to get my nails and pedicure out of the way. Next, we are going to be doing our brows and lashes because I like to do that before I get in the shower so I can kind of like really make sure I have all of it off. I just wanted to throw that in if you were thinking about having like a pamper day, because it definitely helps, and especially if you have like ADHD and you can't get started on something because you just like don't know where to start because there's so many things to do. Writing a list helps. But okay, I'm gonna eat breakfast and we're gonna go upstairs and we're going to finally get started. I'm so excited. I just had the scariest experience of my life. If you have robes that you haven't like touched in a while, like even a week, give them a good shake before you put them on, because I was just looking at myself in the mirror, just went to the bathroom, and I was gonna close my robe up, and right here I see a fucking spider. A big black spider, just creepy with pointy legs, just crawling right here out of my boobs. I literally feel like I'm gonna throw up. Spiders are the only bug that I'm not down with. All the other ones I'm low-key down. Like even a bee can land on me. That means it was on me for like an hour in my robe, because I think it was in my robe. Okay. We need to move on and not think about this. It's disgusting. Something that makes me feel a little bit more put together, and something I like to do on these days, is to put a comfy set on. Like if you don't know what to wear, first of all, I always just put a set on. You never remember the struggle of having long hair until you have long hair. And I'm not gonna cut it. I'm gonna keep growing it until I get it to my hips, because that is my goal. Even if it doesn't look as good as like shorter hair with layers, it's just like a goal that I want to do. I just forget how kind of annoying having long hair is. I have a lot more bad hair days with long hair than short hair. I instantly feel a little bit more put together and I'm comfy, but it's like a cute comfy outfit. I need to trim up my eyebrows a little bit. I'm going to dye them, and also I think I'm gonna dye my lashes. First, just taking any concealer, drawing a line around my eyebrows of my desired shape. My eyebrows are not that overgrown right now. I did cave and plucked them when I was doing a makeup look the other day. I was trying to wait for this video to do it. I don't like hate my eyebrows when they're overgrown. I kind of like them. The only thing is I feel like it can drag my face down a little bit, but the main reason why I keep them shaped is when I do makeup, I do not like makeup like being in the hairs down here. It makes my makeup not look as good. Before we get plucking, I'm gonna take a little bit of powder and just set the concealer. This just makes the hairs not slip out of the tweezers, because I have like extremely fine blonde hairs and stuff down here that I will shave or tweeze and they will literally just like glide past the razor or not get caught in the tweezers because they need like extra grip. I'm going to pluck all the hairs underneath, which isn't that many. I have just a little, and then I am going to shave the rest because I have a lot of peach fuzz and stuff right here, and being very, very careful. I don't shape the top. I've just found it is very tempting to just keep going and shaping and messing up your brows really bad. Every time I pluck my brows, it makes me sneeze. Just wiping off that concealer. I use shade light brown. It does not look like this. It is a little bit darker. If you're gonna be doing this, just make sure to get something 1 or 2 shades lighter than what you actually want. I've warned you. There's a color base and then the developer. You mix equal parts of this. I just mix them with a Q-tip. This is like the little container it comes with, and I never really use it. I always just use like a paper plate. Before we actually use that, I need to drench the skin around my eyebrows where I don't want the dye to stick to in Vaseline, because it's going to stain your skin. I have not dyed my brows in so long, so I am very, very excited. The actual dye on your skin doesn't last that long. It lasts like a week, depending on the face wash and stuff you use too. But but the dye on your actual brow hairs lasts me like, I would boldly say like up to 3 months, okay? I can still notice that my eyebrows are a little bit darker and don't need to be filled in as much because I like a darker brow. Angled makeup brush, completely just fill them in. It's okay if it's messy in the beginning because we're gonna fix it. You wanna be really quick when you're doing this too. Like this one's already developing. And then take a Q-tip and clean up the edges. And then when I'm done with this one, I take the front off of the other one because you don't want the front to be as dark as the rest because you want it to be natural gradient. And yes, this does look absolutely insane when it's developing. It is definitely a trust the process. Whatever you do, do not walk away from the mirror if you are going to be trying this because this stuff literally works in like 3 minutes and you need to take it off. It says 5 minutes on the package. Absolutely not. In what world is this and this the same color? Just for men? You need to fix your color matching skills. Dirty blondes watching will understand. You are a brunette in the wintertime and you are a blonde in the summertime. And right now, my hair has not been this dark in so long, but just wait. I'll go in the sun 3 times and my hair will lift like 2 whole shades. I'm just waiting for it to get sunny because I want to go and get highlights or something, but I refuse because I know my hair naturally lifts so easily. I removed the one that I did first with just a little bit of micellar water. You can also take like some oil. You can also just remove it with water, but I find that this works better. Temporary makeup is the way to go, okay? Because I can just put skincare on, some clear brow gel. When you have your brows more shaped, I feel like it just makes your face shape look better. I hate dyeing my lashes. Dyeing my lashes is actually like just really annoying. It's just like way more messy than the brows, but we're gonna do it. The main reason why I like doing it is because the tips of my lashes are blonde and my bottom lashes you can't see like at all. With the lash dye, you can actually see them. Use the color Real Black, so I'm gonna get all that mixed together, surrounding all the skin around my eyes in Vaseline. I do like a thin coat first. After the lashes are coated, I take like a glob and I glob it on the lashes, and I mainly do this on the tips, and I kind of just swipe the spoolie like back and forth like this. Let this one sit for a little bit longer than the brows, so I do let it sit for like the full 5 minutes, and sometimes I'll even let it sit for like a teeny bit longer. I want to get the most color payoff that I can. I haven't done a hair gloss since August of last year, and it has no color or anything. It's clear. I get a lot of questions on what hair glosses are. The one that I use is Shades EQ, and I just use the clear one. They do have colors, and this is actually what I used to get my hair dyed with. It leaves your hair feeling like super duper healthy, makes your hair so freaking shiny. I love Redken EQ. Now this is a professional product only. If you do not have a cosmetology license, do not use this. Even if you find it online, if you are in another country and you can find it online, don't buy it online because a lot of people are horrible and they can put harmful chemicals in them that can make all your hair fall out. And if you decide to buy it online, then that's on you if you ruin your hair. You can walk into any salon and ask for a clear Redken EQ gloss and get this done for fairly cheap too. It's not expensive. And I get them done professionally or I do them at home. But we're not going to be doing that today because I want to use something that anybody on here can buy and do. I actually bought this last year and I have not opened it. I have not used either of these products. This is not sponsored, but I wanted to use it in a video because I wanted to see like a good before and after. Redken came out with a gloss that isn't for professional use only, that anybody can use. Use it after you shampoo. So you shampoo, gloss treatment, rinse, and then conditioner. I kind of like to use these once or twice a month just to keep my frizz more tamed because I do have a little bit of a wave pattern and it can make my hair frizzy. And sometimes it's hard for my natural hair to get shine. So that's why I like to use gloss treatments and hair masks. And after, I am going to be giving myself a blowout. I have not had a blowout in a while. I am so excited for soft, shiny hair. Acidic Color Gloss Heat Protectant Treatment. So this is what we're going to be trying out. I need strength for this everything shower. I'm going to be so smooth and soft after the shower, and I am so excited. I'm going to shampoo my roots twice. This is my all-time favorite shampoo. It is the most expensive shampoo and conditioner I have ever bought in my life. And I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with my life when I run out because I have so many shampoos that I have to use. I have to get my hair like a little more wet. An expensive shampoo and conditioner does not give a person beautiful hair though. My last hair care videos, I used this shampoo and conditioner in a TikTok. And one of the comments on there was like, anybody's hair would look good if they use a shampoo and conditioner because it's so expensive. No. I just got really unlucky and found a good expensive shampoo and conditioner. But shampoo and conditioner are honestly like the least important thing I would say in a hair care routine. Hair oiling and doing scalp healthy stuff like massaging your scalp and eating foods that are good for hair growth and stuff like that, and leave-in products are what makes my hair look really good. And then when I don't do anything to it, it just looks like dry hay. I'm just gonna have to give up the shampoo and conditioner for a while. We have shampooed, and now we got the Redken gloss. Supposed to wear gloves with this. I'm not getting out to get gloves, but I'm gonna try to make it not touch like my back and chest and stuff. I'm just gonna wrap my hair up. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
My hands are kind of burning. Hopefully that's okay. This is spontaneous, but I felt like taking a bath. So while my hair mask is sitting in, we're gonna do a deep conditioning treatment. Do all the rest of my self-care, like shaving and all of that. Got this on my birthday. This whole ball, of our bath time snack, popcorn and chocolate chips, and my coffee that has sat around for way too long. And I'm gonna sit here for literally only like 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the self-care because I still have like a lot to do. I'm finishing this video tomorrow morning because I'm gonna be doing skincare and stuff, and I don't like to do makeup after I give myself like an at-home facial. Hello. He's a popcorn addict. Do you see his little ears? Okay, run away with your popcorn. Good boy. He always runs away with it and it eats it like in a corner. How you guys been? Tell me what's been going on in your life. Lay it on me. Let's have a convo, even though I don't read the comments that much, but I'll read them. I love these videos because it kind of feels like we're hanging out with each other, you know? I've talked about this a million times at this point, but I don't really have that many friends. I actually don't really have any friends. And making these videos makes me feel less alone. So one thing I've been praying for recently is to find girlfriends that have like the same morals or just similar lifestyles, like not job, but like I guess you could say I just don't want to go and only party and only drink. It's kind of just like hard to find people that are just like down to do crafts and crochet together and go take a pottery class, go paint with each other, go get a coffee, go thrifting. I see a bunch of people online doing stuff like that. Can't find people in real life to do that, and I'm too scared to like just like be friends with random people online. Watch too much true crime and Mr. Ballin, so I think I need to find a church. I feel like I look for friends in the wrong places, and then if you're not gonna get friends that align with you. Church is hard for me because it's hard to find a church that I like. And I just gotta do it. I just have to find one, but I don't know. I feel like it's my next step in my journey and faith. And I got to a good place where my faith and my relationship with God are super good. But church is hard because a lot of church is ruined by people. And I understand that. And I know it's not God that's the issue, but I feel like a lot of people can understand. I always feel so bad for people that were turned away from God because of church. Anyways, this got deep. God's been on my mind a lot recently, so it's natural for me to talk about it. I know a lot of you guys like these videos too, because it feels like we're on FaceTime with each other, which I like. But always remember that you're not actually friends with the people that you're watching online, because a lot of people get kind of confused with that, and then they don't really get boundaries, and then they think that they actually know the person that they're watching, but they actually don't. You know what I show you guys, which I show you guys basically everything. I still don't talk about everything, you know? And that goes the same for every single creator out there. I do think it's crazy though that there are creators out there that are different personalities than what they are online. And those like question things on Instagram, I've asked like to say something or ask me a question. I've gotten asked, do you act the same in real life like you act in your videos? Like, is it the same? I just think it's so weird because yes, for me it's exactly the same. And like I was talking to my mom about it, and my mom was like, yeah, you act exactly the same. Like there's really no difference at all. Like I kind of just like talk to myself. Like even before I did YouTube, this makes me sound crazy. When I was little, like 5 years old, I would pretend I was on like a talking show. Like I was talking to a camera. But it did take a long time to actually get used to talking to a camera, because talking to a camera is really weird in the beginning. I hope you guys know, Binks has been sitting here staring at me right in front of me this entire time. Talking to a camera definitely takes time if you are somebody who's maybe trying to be a creator. And you know, a lot of people think it's super duper easy, which yes, there's a lot of easy things in the job, but with any job on the face of the planet, you're gonna have things that you actually like have to do and are gonna be more difficult. It's not just gonna be like, here you go. Think talking to the camera is gonna be super easy, and then you put the camera up and you sit there and you're like, ew. You like instantly have like stage fright. It's so weird. And then you tell yourself like, okay, this is stupid. But then like you rewatch yourself back and you're like, ew, why am I talking like that? It's a really weird experience. And I feel like filming yourself changes like something in your brain. Like I feel like we're not supposed to see ourselves this much. And I feel like it's damaged me a little bit. I've never seen another YouTuber or anybody talk about this before, but I've talked about it with my mom, because I told her, I'm like, I know all the like weird face movements I do. I know all the filler words that I say too much. I feel like I'm too self-aware, and I feel like it's not good. There's a limit, and then I find myself like over obsessing, like when I'm out in public. Okay, like stop doing that, stop doing that. Make sure your face is a certain way, and make sure you don't say this and use this filler word. And I already did that before I did YouTube, but it just got tremendously worse after. I kind of want to do a video on talking about like pros and cons of being a content creator, self-employed, or just like how to be a content creator, where you make all your different money and stuff like that, because I feel like a lot of people don't know. Most people just figure it out along the way. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is a lot of people that DM me and they ask like, where do I get started? I don't know where to get started with. Can you give me some tips? Boom, you've already made a mistake. You don't need tips. You have a phone, you prop it up, you film, you post it. That's how you get started. Overthinking the posting and what to come up with and what lighting to have, what camera to film with. Overthinking all of that is your biggest downfall. I feel like I would be so much farther into my career and just have hit bigger milestones by now if I started in 2015 when I wanted to. But I was scared and I was like, no, I'll wait until I get a laptop so I can edit. No, I'll wait until I have a camera so I don't have to film on my phone. I could have just started filming, and I feel like I would have done so good during that like era. It's time to move on to the body care portion. And I'm just gonna do this in the bath. I usually do this when I'm letting hair masks sit in anyways. We're going to exfoliate everywhere that I'm going to shave. I'm actually just gonna exfoliate my entire body. I'm really happy because this is the one that my boyfriend got me for my birthday, and I had just run out of my last one. This is my favorite exfoliant that I've ever used. My hair on my legs is so long right now for me. I just like have been so lazy and just not wanted to shave or do anything. I cannot wait to put my shaved legs in my bed sheets. There's truly no other feeling like that, and I wish I knew how to explain that feeling to a man. Did you guys hear that? I always use oil when shaving, but I do have this shaving butter, and I think we're gonna test it out today. I did use it in like one of my hand care ASMR videos because I've just had it around and I wanted to try it. Got it in PR a while back. I gotta get the before of my legs for y'all. Of course, going in with a man razor because men's razors are better. I don't make the rules. This is the palest that I have been in so long, and Coachella's around the corner, and I'm thinking about fake tanning. I'm thinking about going and getting like a spray tan or something, and I want to embrace the pale skin. I really do. But here's the issue. It's not just the pale skin that I'm insecure about, it's when I get really pale, you can see every vein, and like my legs are purple. I don't know if other people experience this, but I have like purple splotches all over my legs, and when I'm more tan, not even like super tan, just a little tan, it kind of like hides it, and I bruise really easily, and for some reason when I go on Lexapro, I bruise even worse. So I'm just always covered in bruises. I just run into things, and I wake up with bruises all over my body. I'm insecure about that too. I just wish there was like a way to even out my skin tone on my legs. I don't know if there's like things to do. So if you know of anything to make your legs like look more even, help a girl out. I also am dealing with spider veins, a new thing that has been unlocked with getting older. I've kind of always had spider veins, but they were super duper little and you could barely see them, but now they're all spreading. And I don't know what to do for those. Like, do you go to an esthetician? Do you have to go to the doctor? Like, who do you go to fix spider veins? When in doubt, ask the internet, because they'll know. You guys will know. Okay, now since this is an everything shower, I am shaving every inch of my freaking body at this point. The shaving butter is really nice. I don't know if I prefer it over my oil though. I think I do prefer my oil just because I feel like shaving oil leaves your skin a little bit more moisturized, but this stuff is pretty nice. But this is tiny. This is a very tiny bottle, so I don't think I would repurchase this. It is now time to shave her. So I gotta go. Hair is done and I put it in my towel already. I want my towel to absorb as much water as it can so the blow drying goes quicker. Rio de Janeiro body wash. And usually I would wash my face before this, but I'm gonna be doing a facial and stuff and wash my face during that. We're gonna do some body care. I have this stuff. You're supposed to put it on your legs after you shave. And it does smell really good, but I just always forget to use it. After shave serum, vanilla, coconut milk, argan oil, white tea, vitamin E boost, all that fun stuff. I've never used it consistently. I've only actually used it in like self-care videos, so I don't know if it like makes your skin look any different, but it does smell really good and it makes you soft. See right here, all of my veins. Oh my. My all-time favorite lotion. I always go back to this one, and I honestly like using a lotion all over my body that doesn't have a scent. And then if I want one with a scent, I'll just put a little bit of it on because sometimes it can give me a headache with the scented one. I put this triangle part of the kitty area to not get ingrowns, and I put it in my armpit. And the last time I didn't put it in my armpits, I got a little ingrown hair right there, and I just dab it on. I don't rub it, and it can burn. Deodorante. I never do body care, so I'm just having fun over here. But one thing that I like to do, because I do have a little like callus on my foot that I've been trying to get rid of for a long time, but I just haven't stayed consistent. This product right here, this foot cream by Burt's Bees, it's really good. But if you don't want to go out and buy a product, Vaseline. Lather your feet in lotion first and then Vaseline. Put some socks on, sleep with it on, and your feet are gonna be so soft when you wake up in the morning. So this stuff is like really thick. I either put like slouch big socks on or fluffy socks. Feetsies are done. I've lucky had this towel on for a while. I am so freaking excited about how long my hair is getting. It's finally, when I pull it down, reaches my belly button. I also felt like my hair just like stopped right here for so long and wasn't growing. Finally like long, and only has like a few more inches to go until we get to our goal. Once the hair gets to this point, it is a lot harder to maintain. Every day I'm like, oh, I want to cut it off, but then I do like a cute hairstyle with the long hair and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. Leave-in conditioner. This is the only leave-in conditioner that I use honestly now. And they do glide it over my roots as well. I should do an updated blowout tutorial because I feel like I haven't done it with my hair being this long. I have so many on my channel, but it's like I learn new little things and looks different and you get different results, and I want to show you guys what it looks like styled at different lengths and stuff with different haircuts. We're gonna go in with this product. Now I don't have the shampoo and conditioner, and I'm not gonna buy it for a while until I run out of anything, unless Redken, you want to send it my way. They have like a line. They have a shampoo, conditioner, and then they have the gloss, and then they have this. It says it's a heat protection treatment. Shine protection and color sealing. So this is more suitable for color treated hair. I just want to test it out. Obviously my hair is natural at the moment. All the people that I saw promote this are lying to me. It's on site. Bro, I can't trust anybody anymore, and it sucks because I put so much thought and stuff into sponsorships that I do. Almost every single product that I get that I saw somebody online hype up and they're like, this is the best hair product ever, they always suck. And I'm like, damn, why are you guys lying to me? And it just sucks because whenever I do sponsorships, people will like comment on them like, yeah, right girl, the bottle's full, like we know you don't actually use this. And I'm like, I only actually collaborate with brands that I use, and you guys would be so surprised at all the things that I say no to. I say no to about 99% of things. I think brands also need to realize this, so if you work for a brand, maybe let them know. When you're doing a sponsorship, you always have to use a new product. So like, it can't be tampered with or used or anything like that. You have to use a brand new bottle. Even if you have the product, they are like, no, we're gonna send you a new one so you can film with that one. And I'm like, but that makes the viewer seem like you're just doing this for money and you have never even used the product. If I show my empty hair oil, or I've gone through 3 bottles of these, if I show this, it's obviously gonna show like I've used it before. I don't know, but like, you can't really talk to brands like that. Like, they don't listen to you. I don't know, all I know is if I had a brand one day, there's definitely a lot of things I would do different than what most brands tell me to do in sponsorships. Like, they'll be like, okay, you have full creative authority over this video. Just follow these few guidelines, send it back, and we'll tell you if it's okay. You make your video, it's funny, your personality's in it, you send it to them, and basically they send you back a script and you have to refilm the entire thing. And it's like, okay, don't tell me it's a creative video. Just tell me that you want me to say all these exact things in this exact order. You know, just give me the damn script then, you know? Few drops, just like 2 or 3. Maha Mane oil from Fable & Mane, 2, 3. Usually I would go in with a normal blow dryer, get my hair a little more dry, but it was in my towel for quite a bit, so we're just gonna go straight in with the Dyson Airwrap. Going straight back from my ears, and I always like to work from the bottom up. I'm just now tuning into the fact that's beautiful, to how soft my hair is. I have done the hair mask for like 30 minutes multiple times, and my hair is definitely softer than, oh my gosh, than before. So that definitely means that gloss treatment did something. Oh yeah, I feel like there's definitely way more shine. This isn't even styled at all. Oh my gosh. Okay. Per usual, I'm going to be blow drying everything towards my face. I like to do a 50-50 where I just curl all of these and then curl these and put them in rollers, because especially since my hair is so heavy, these really don't get that much volume. Even if I put them in rollers at this point. I'd have to go in with like so much mousse and texturing spray if I wanted like a lot of volume there. Adding a little bit of texture spray, especially to this level, because those are not going in rollers and I want them to hold better. By the way, just for reference, it is 12:30 in the morning. Somehow the day got away from me. Little protein snack. These are like my favorite things ever. These like Kodiak flapjacks in a cup. They're great. But I'm probably gonna have another snack before I go to bed. So I don't want to brush my teeth and do like all that stuff before I do my skincare. But I usually would do it before skincare. Brushing your teeth after isn't the greatest because there's ingredients in toothpaste, and if you get it like anywhere around here, it can cause acne and stuff. Getting into the facial, I have my steamer. It's from Vanity Planet and I love this thing. Have it on the warm setting and try to keep our hair out of the way. I'm going to cleanse my face. Now, I ran out of face wash that I always use. This is definitely one of my top favorite face washes though. It's more of a gentle wash and my face has been a little dry and it does not like strip your face at all. I cleanse my face for a good minute 30 seconds. Next is exfoliation, and this is one of the only physical exfoliants I will use, and it's a powder, the Dermalogica Microfoliant. This is actually probably one of my like top 5 skincare products that I've used for so long and so consistently. For the longest time, I just stayed away from physical exfoliants and I only used chemical exfoliants like the Paula's Choice Salicylic Acid, because every single time I would use a physical exfoliant, it was too rough and then it would leave like the little micro abrasion cuts on my face. I can't really see them, but it always caused me to break out every single time. I could not find one that wouldn't break me out until I found this. The main reason why I like it is because sometimes I need an exfoliation like in the moment. If I'm going out to a dinner that was like last minute or something, I don't know. Or if I want to do a makeup look and film a makeup look, but my nose is super rough and right here is super rough and dull, and I didn't use my salicylic acid the night before, and it's not gonna like do its thing in the moment. So looking for a physical exfoliant that's a good one. I definitely suggest just honestly any like rice-based powder exfoliants that are just super duper fine. That instantly just makes my skin feels so much softer. Let it steam, let my skin get super duper soft, because we're going to be going in with a skin spatula and getting all of the gunk out of my pores. And I do have quite a bit of blackheads at the moment, like up in my chin and right here and here, but also a part of it is just sebaceous filaments, which is just your pores naturally filling up with sebum and stuff, and it's just always gonna be there, and I absolutely hate it. But I have found something that has helped minimize the looks of pores and kind of has helped that not happen as much, and I'm gonna show you. This is rubbing alcohol, and I'm just wiping off my skin spatula to make sure she is very, very clean. Using a skin spatula, you really want to make sure your face is wet the entire time. So I just glide on my pores, and you don't want to press too hard, but you it can kind of be a little painful. And also my face naturally just gets really red when I touch it, so it's gonna look a little intense. That is just one pass of my nose. My nose right here gets like a lot of stuff. I also have just kind of stopped popping in general. So when I do this, it just is like so much more than normal, because I used to just sit on the counter and pop my face like every day. But I finally got over that habit. And if you have that habit, try your hardest on getting over it, because oh my gosh, my skin got so much better when I stopped popping. Because popping just makes it spread underneath, and the bacteria and stuff, it is just, you don't think it's making it spread that much until you stop. Favorite tips that helped me to stop picking is to do my skincare in the dark, because if you're doing it in the dark, you don't have like a chance to look at your skin. One thing for me too that helps is having my nails, because it's like harder for me to pop when I have my acrylics, but I have heard people say the complete opposite. It's easier for me to pop when I have like my natural nails. I really got in my forehead, guys. That is why this is my favorite skincare tool ever. After I extract, I always wash my face again. If I popped anything, I was rubbing it all over my face. It's hard to be sterile when you're doing stuff at home. I just like to wash before I start putting skincare on. And when I'm doing this, I do have the cold air going to kind of close up the pores. After doing a facial, I do not like to go in with very strong active ingredients like tretinoin or salicylic acid or anything like that. I'm very into only using products that are repairing the barrier. This is one of my holy grails for when my skin seems like the skin barrier is broken and I did too many active ingredients too close together, something like that. This is a skin savior. Power 28 SOS spray. I'm pretty sure some of the ingredients in it too help like kill the bacteria on your face, which obviously can help acne not happen, which is also great after extracting. Next, I mean, if you're following this at home, you would go in with either a toner or like an essence, and I'm going in with Skin Milk, and this is the one by Ilia, and I am almost I like to use this before makeup and in the mornings. It does help repair the skin barrier and has good ingredients for it, so we're going to sandwich that in. I know you guys have been asking for an updated skincare routine for a while. Okay, and I actually recently was going to film it, and one of the main products, the tretinoin mixture that I use that I've shown in the past, the brand got bought out. And the brand is no longer a thing, and I will never be able to get that product again. So I want to find a new tretinoin, or honestly just finally go to a dermatologist and get it prescribed before I film the video. But yeah, I'm really upset about it. I've never had like one of my favorite types of products, like holy grail, use every single day product, discontinued, and I am like, what do I do? It was also just like really out of nowhere. The brand is Apostrophe. Everybody got an email and they posted on March 7th, like, the brand is being discontinued. If you had orders, they are all canceled. I'm like, oh, great. They were bought out by 𝙤𝙤𝙪𝙧𝙚 and they're not even gonna like sell the same product or anything. We're gonna see if Curology has my mixture because it's a spironolactone, clindamycin mixed in with tretinoin. And the spironolactone I feel like really help with my hormonal acne because most of my acne is hormonal. And I like topical spironolactone because I don't want all the side effects from taking it in pill form. And it's just like harder to find and I'm just like, great. I've been using that product for like over 3 years now. One weird thing that I have learned within like the last few months about skincare is not all products work on my entire face. So like sometimes a moisturizer won't work on my nose, so I have to put it everywhere except my nose. And I've been like testing this out, trying to figure out what fills my pores more and like causes blackheads and blah blah blah. Anyways, this stuff right here, literally the teeniest amount, and I rub that in only on my nose, and this acts as like a filler in your pores. So your skin's like, oh, we don't need to fill them with sebum. So then you don't have the look of your pores looking like yellow, and they're not blackheads, they're sebaceous filaments. And it just makes your pores look smaller and it gives that appearance. And I have been liking it. I put a little bit on my chin as well because I get a lot right here. Going in with serum and everything else that we're going in with on my face. Oh no, I think I'm out. That's sad. I'm not putting it where I just put the Cicaplast. Normally I would go in with a moisturizer, but I'm honestly just gonna go in with this overnight sleeping mask. I'm also gonna be putting on a face mask, those ones that turn clear overnight. This is a self-care video and we're being a little extra. They do make me wake up with like extremely glowy skin, and I do like to kind of do it after I do a facial. I feel like it helps my skin not be as inflamed the next day. I feel so naked. I took my ear piercings out the other day because I never take my ear piercings out. And I heard that it's low-key bad to always keep your ear piercings in and sleep with them because they can like stretch out and then it can like slowly split it open. I'm really scared of that happening. But I slept weird on my ear and like this hurt really bad and all my piercings were starting to hurt. And I have to clean all of them and I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning. Vaseline. That's it for the skincare other than the mask that we're gonna put on, but I'm gonna put that on like very last. Very hydrated, and even though my face is a little bit red, my pores look so much better. Still curled. Even if I put them in rollers, all of this would still fall, so it's like not even worth it to put them in rollers. This is what we got going on. My bangs are a little funky, but I'm actually putting in an overnight blowout tonight and it will fix my bangs perfectly. I can 100% say that that hair gloss is really good. I'm gonna put my overnight blowout in to preserve this so we wake up tomorrow and it's literally gonna look better tomorrow. And you wanna make sure this part has no bumps. Clip it into place right there. Do the same exact thing for the other section. Brushing it forward, clipping it in place. She's not going anywhere. If you have done these and you cannot get the hang of it, it's all about the placement, okay? And it takes so much practice. And the first few times I did it, I was like, there's no way I'm ever gonna be able to sleep with this. It literally doesn't even feel like I have anything in my hair right now. And like this one's laying on top of this one, but it's not falling back. You really have to angle them down when you clip them. It makes it not flip backward, but even sometimes now I'll clip it and then it'll flip backwards and then I'll have to like redo it and then it's fine. It just takes a lot of patience and a lot of practice with these things. Pajamas are on. To protect heatless curls with a silk cap. And then the part where I'm gonna look really cute is with this face mask on. It's one of those collagen face masks. I'm gonna say this every single time. I don't think that the collagen is doing absolutely anything because like collagen can't go in skin like that. in layman's terms. But the only reason why I use them is because they make me so freaking glowy. It's literally like glass skin when I wake up in the morning. But I definitely go to bed looking a little crazy. My cats are probably looking at me like, girl, what? What are you doing? I cut the nose part off right here. It's not gonna be flailing around like that. It like sinks into your face and then doesn't move. But like when I do these, I can't fall asleep like right away because then it could move. I look so insane. Okay, this is absurd. I have my little face mask thing on that I'll put on when this is dried down a little bit. You know, some of you might be looking at me and you're like, there's no way you're gonna sleep with all that on. How are you going to be able to fall asleep? Guys, I am built different, okay? I can sleep in the most atrocious thing. My mom has been doing heatless curls on me since I came out the womb, like crazy things in my hair. And I think it just got me used to just being able to sleep with whatever on. And when these do dry down, they don't really move because I am kind of a crazy sleeper. Flail everywhere and rip everything off. That's it for today. We're gonna finish everything tomorrow morning and we will get the final look. Okay, this is what the face mask looks like when I woke up. I did cut like right here and right here because it was just like lifting, so it looks like a little funny, but look at my forehead. Look at my forehead. Like that is insane. Look at the glow. Look at that. I never get over it. Some people might be like, you look greasy. I don't care. Like this is what I feel like glass skin is. And I thought I could never like have that. I'm gonna leave my hair in for a little bit. I'm gonna go eat breakfast, get some coffee going, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do some makeup. And I'm gonna take the hair down after my makeup. It's just like out of the way and doesn't fall or anything. It is finally time for makeup. Every single time I do my makeup, I feel like I look exactly the same and I want it to be like, whoa, like she beat her face, you know? And I feel like I can just never get it that way. And I've been practicing and I actually did a video on Reels of me doing this like pinky Victoria's Secret angel type of makeup. It gives like those vibes, but it's just very pinky. And it's actually my new profile picture. And I feel like that turned out really, really good. So I think we're gonna kind of go for similar vibes to that. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't rinse my face off or anything because I do want my face to still kind of be moisturized, but I am going to put on some more product so that when we do our makeup, not super cakey. So first going in with the Tower 28 spray, just because my face, I can tell my forehead is a little upset from extractions yesterday. So man, I forgot how much I love having my eyebrows dyed because I just like already feel so much more put together. My favorite skincare base to go in with before makeup is Milk Serum Moisturizer. A lot of times I'll just use the Rhode Line Milk, the peptide serum, and the moisturizer, but this is like my holy grail if I need moisture, and it's like my little bit more expensive routine. I'm running out of all the products, so I just haven't been using it as often. First is the Ilia Face Milk Rhode Peptide Serum. This is just the one I'm using right now. Honestly, any serum that's just a super duper plain one that has peptides or something that's good for the skin barrier in it, I will go in with. I feel like it just helps lay the makeup better. And then the best freaking moisturizer ever. As you can see, the Charlotte Tilbury Water Cream. I have like this little spatula that I'm gonna try and get it out with. And that is our skin after all of the skincare. Very beautiful. Just putting a little bit of Vaseline, or actually like a lot, so that by the end our lips are moisturized and ready for lip product. Starting with brows and just lightly feathering in around like the edges to give them the perfect shape, but since they are dyed, we don't really need to add that much. Using the Glossier concealer and very lightly outlining the bottom of my brows, just mainly in the front, just to make them a little crispier. I'm gonna do my eyes first, and I'm gonna put a picture on the screen. This is kind of what we're going for. A little like 90s glam moment. Heart-shaped tape, and it's the Radiant one. Setting that into place so they don't crease. I'm gonna have all the makeup products linked down below in order. The Makeup by Mario palette, and taking probably this shade and this shade, and I'm gonna put it in my crease a little over here, but I want to make an illusion that my crease is more up here so that my lid looks bigger, and we're going to be putting this whiter color kind of all over the place. We want a very bright eye. The Ilia Skin Tint. Honestly, this is the only foundation-y, all over my face thing that I like and go in with. And I always say when I use this, it does have a weird smell. The smell goes away for me. I've heard some people say it doesn't go away for them, but it's worth it because the product's really good, but they definitely need to try and figure out to come out with a non-scented one. This is one side with it on, this is without. I feel like it just helps even everything out, and I am kind of avoiding my under eyes because I'm going to be using concealer, and I just don't like a lot of product under my eyes because it can get cakey like really fast. Some contour. This is a more cooler-ish toned one. I guess you could say it's actually more neutral, but right directly in the hollow of my cheek. I kind of flick it up, but I don't want to bring it up where it's going to be covering all right here, because then I feel like it just like looks weird and muddy. Having that part brighter right here makes my face look like more snatched. Rare Beauty under eye brightener, and tapping that in with a beauty blender, so then we can get them a little bit brighter so less concealer needs to go under them. Hourglass concealer. Setting my under eyes and some places on my cheeks with the Huda Beauty setting powder. Recently, I've been using this palette in this shade right here and this shade a little bit to contour my nose. I feel like I recently got the hang of it. Road Blush in Piggy. I weirdly have liked putting this over my powder, and I like the finish more. It adds the glow back in after you put powder on. I feel like it's against the rules, even though there's no rules to makeup, but I feel like it's just like wrong to put a cream over a powder, but it just looks so good. Adding a little bit of the lightest bronzing shade in the Shade and Light palette. Mercier setting powder, and I like a glowy forehead, but we're just gonna tap it a little bit. See, still glowy, but not like, oh my gosh, she's dripping in oil. I kind of just feel naked without like a little brown wing right here. Those are so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I just found like my new favorite thing. Like, I wouldn't even add mascara. Guys, I'm freaking out. Those are so pretty. See, this is what I think eyelash extensions should look like. I would get them if they looked like this. I am obsessed. I am so obsessed. I've never really found lashes that I like this much. The only brown mascara that I have found that actually like kind of looks brown is the Tower 28 one. If you have any good brown mascara recommendations that actually look brown, I've tried the Charlotte Tilbury one. I think it's Charlotte Tilbury, and then the Too Faced one. I think there's one by like Essence or something. I forget the name that people hyped up, so let me know your recommendations because I am on the hunt for a good brown mascara and I cannot find one anywhere. I'm not really adding that much, just to bunch up my lashes a little bit more. I'm gonna add this brown taupe color in my waterline. It's not the biggest difference like at all, but I feel like it matches. Sometimes I feel like my waterline is like a gaping hole. Looks weird. I always like to top the cream off with a little bit of a powder because it just instantly makes it a little bit more vibrant in there. I've seen like 3 people test out this blush in Sephora and they swipe it with their finger and put it on their hand and there's like nothing there, and I genuinely don't understand because this is one of my most like pigmented blushes I own. It's like the most pigmented this color pink one that I have. The testers in Sephora are always like disgusting, and by people putting their fingers in it with like their oils, I feel like makes the product not work anymore, and you're supposed to use it with a brush. I'm gonna add a few little freckles right here on my nose, and I also feel like it helps like give that natural contour brow gel, a little bit of highlight. Oh, the nose highlight always brings it together. Of course, a little bit of sparkles on the lid. Come here. Okay. Come here. You're so fat. Kitty ASMR. Rhode lip liner in Lift. A little bit of tint just to give us a little color. If you're not going in with like 5 lip products, are you really doing it right? I like to go in with a little bit of a darker lip liner. This is the Artemis Beauty one in Sunset Nude. e.l.f. lip oil. It is finally time to take down the hair. I think this has got to be like top tier glow up video. Now it's time for the outfit. I'm thinking kind of a plainer outfit. I don't know why. I'm getting like just like a white button up with a collar and jeans and maybe some heels. This is the plainest outfit ever. The hair and the makeup are giving, and the outfit doesn't need to be all that and can be more plain, you know? I do love a good like baggy jean with heels. Oh. Feeling like I want to go a different route with the outfit, so we're gonna try something else. I have no idea how we got here. We took a few turns, got to a different destination. Of course, I had to add all of our accessories, and that is that. Feel like a new woman. But honestly, I can't wait to take all of this off and put sweats on again, and I'm gonna go and watch Mr. Ballin'. Love you guys so much. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me today, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.
I don't know if you like the way I put my words together, but I need you to stick with me just like some birds of feathers, or like bricks and scales.